Hey guys, welcome to Black United. Welcome to another video, and this video has been very popular. I've seen it quite a bit, and I know. And let me just tell you that this video is not accurate because this team about the best team of the decade should be done next season, because the decade is from year 1 to the year 10, and should be therefore from 2011 to 2020. But because it's been very trendy and I have my opinion about this team, I doubt that my opinion is going to change within the next year. Something very ridiculous has to happen to some players to make it into this 11. So therefore I wanted to make my best team of the decade overall. La Liga, Premier, Champions League, everything. Now let's begin. For me, the best goalkeeper of the decade has been Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer has been outstanding. He's been so solid for so many years, and his longevity as well as his world-class talent. He was at Schalke when he moved to Bayern with the German national team, was outstanding, was unbelievable, and he deserves to be in this 11 without a shadow of a doubt. For the number 2 spot, if I had to choose honorific mentions, I would say David De Gea. I think David De Gea he's done amazing work at Manchester United. And some might say, well, Casillas. First of all, Casillas left at the kind of not even in the midpoint of the decade, or at the midpoint of the decade, so not enough years there. But Casillas, for me, it's overrated. It's a player that is very overrated, and I'm not saying it just because I'm a Barcelona fan. That's not it. But for me, Casillas is very overrated. There's just, well, you guys know what I think about the Madrid media, and they just overrate some of the players as well as they underrate some of the players, and I might be talking about it in the future minutes. For me, the best right back of the decade has been Daniel Alves. For me, the best right back ever to play football. He was world class, and his trajectory at Sevilla, but especially since he joined Barcelona and the years that he's been with Juventus, Paris Saint-Germain, has been phenomenal. He's modernized the way that fullbacks play the game, that they act in the pitch, and it's been absolutely phenomenal to see Dani Alves, for me, as the best right back of all time. For me, the honorific mention in that position will be Philippe Lam, who, it's a shame, honestly, that he doesn't make it into his 11, but that just tells you the quality level that it's been in this decade, that someone like Philippe Lam, who for me is up there as the best right backs of all time, doesn't make it into his 11. Praised by all his coaches, by his teammates, fantastic captain, but it's a shame that he doesn't make it into his 11. For me, the center back partnership is going to be Gerard Piqué, and for me, Gerard Piqué makes it into his 11. And this is no bias, I know people are going to disagree. Someone might say Van Dijk makes it into his 11, Ferdinand, I don't know what people are going to say. Someone might even say Sergio Ramos, who knows. For me, definitely not Sergio Ramos. He's very overrated for me as a player. Another one that I don't know why he's maybe better than what he was. For me, for example, if I was to choose a Madrid player, that I'm not saying that I don't like this guy a lot as a professional, but as a player, he was unbelievable as a center back for Real Madrid, and that was Pepe. Pepe was ridiculous. He was an actually good defender, unlike Sergio Ramos. And Piqué right now is not my favorite person in the world. You guys know that, but the work that he's done with Barcelona since 2011, it's been ridiculous. Without a shout out, it's been, by consistency, it's been one of the best center backs of the decade for sure. And alongside for him is going to be Vincent Kompany, the leader of this team probably. He captained Manchester City for so many years, took them to, I believe, 4 Premier League titles, was a leader, gave them the title last season with that magnificent goal moment against Leicester City. and has captained his side for a lot. It came from Hamburg for, I believe, 5 million euros, and that has been paid with dividends for Manchester City. Completing the back line, it's going to be Marcelo at left back, a player that for me is underrated in comparison to what other players get, because Marcelo for me has been fantastic. He's been absolutely wonderful for Real Madrid, and I think that there's other fullbacks that could have been in this list, like Jordi Alba, David Alaba, but Marcelo, because he's a winger, he's like Dani Alves, he's a winger playing a fullback, and what he gives you going forward is just overcompensates for what the lacks of defensive quality that they might need, because what he can do going forward, he can take on 3 to 4 players at times and just break them, leave them on the dust, and put one of those precious crosses that we've seen multiple times how Ronaldo was able to put them in and gave Madrid some important wins and moments, indecisive moments of their career. For me, the midfield is going to be at the pivot position Sergio Busquets. For me, the best pivot of all time. Has been lacking in this past 2 years, but overall his trajectory has been immaculate. It's been wonderful. His reading of the play is second to none. He's able to see the pitch like no other. He is able to read the danger, and even if he doesn't recover the ball himself, he puts the opposition player in a situation where if we are doing things properly, the team is working fine, another player will take the ball away from him soon enough. And that is what makes Sergio Busquets so special. Xavi Hernandez, one of the best centre midfielders of all time, the best organizational midfielder of all time, the best distributor midfielder of all time for sure. The anchor at Barcelona, the great leader, the great captain. It's one of the best centre midfielders of all time. Captain Barcelona with multiple Champions League trophies, fantastic performances. What more can I say about Xavi Hernandez? Definitely one of the best centre midfielders of all time. And this last position was hard, because I'm going to say Luka Modric. And I'm putting Luka Modric ahead of midfielders in the honorary mentions that will be in this will be Vidal, David Silva, Iniesta. For the center backs, it will be Thiago Silva, Diego Godin, definitely. And I leave Iniesta out of this or David Silva, because for me Modric has just been better. Modric is one of those players that you ask me what Real Madrid player I would have signed for Barcelona. I might have said Luka Modric, because Luka Modric is a player that I absolutely love as a player. Like, it's one of those players that doesn't matter what shirt you want, what's your shirt, what's your team, you enjoy watching him play football. And because he has had more longevity over time than Iniesta, I think that he makes it into his 11. I think Iniesta overall in his career has been better than Modric, but since 2011 to up to date, Modric still at a really good level, and it's ahead of Iniesta, who retired Barcelona in 2017. And last but not least, we have the forward line, and this was very straightforward. There was no debate. All the other positions I have to really quickly think, like make sure that I wasn't leaving anyone important. But this was, without a shadow of a doubt, so easy to make. Messi, Suarez, and Cristiano Ronaldo as your forward line. Messi on the right, Suarez on the middle, Cristiano Ronaldo on the left. Let's start with Messi, the best player of all time. It's been ridiculous, his trajectory. The goals, the assists, the dribbles, the playmaking, everything from Lionel Messi has been outstanding. Since 2011, 12, 13, 14, he's served pretty much every Ballon d'Or that he's ever disputed since 2009, since 08-09. Because he's been absolutely wonderful, a magnificent player, one of the best players in history for sure. And let's just see how much more we can enjoy of the legend that is Lionel Messi. Luis Suarez, for me the best striker of all time, because Luis Suarez, next to Messi and Ronaldo, it's the only player that can, in terms of forwards, stand beside these two behemoths of world football. Well, next to Messi, no one can stand, but Suarez can stand in the same table as Cristiano Ronaldo, or in a similar level of Cristiano Ronaldo. It's been wonderful. His trajectory at Ajax, at Liverpool, especially taking that Liverpool team that was a mid-table mediocre team, taking them almost to win the Premier League title, being so close to win a Premier League title, being at Barcelona, winning a treble in his first season, being a top goal scorer of the league, top goal scorer of the season, was absolutely wonderful player. Fantastic performances from Luis Suarez. And last but not least, we have Cristiano Ronaldo. And you can like Cristiano Ronaldo, you can dislike him, but you cannot deny that he is one of the best players of all time. Not in the same level as Messi, not even close, but in his own right, he's one of the best players of all time. Because he's been able to keep this unbelievable level at what he has right now. 35 years old, soon to be 36. And you might doubt him, but he's going to prove you wrong, because he's always competing at his best level possible. He's trying to be an utmost professional, and has been an almost professional for 15 years plus. And hope that I can keep enjoying of Cristiano. I'm not saying that I watch it a whole lot, but enjoying these kind of players that are not going to come every day. These Messi, Suarez, Ronaldo, Modric, players like this that we are still seeing up to date. Let's enjoy them while they last, because they're not forever, you know. And as the backup forwards, well, the three that I chose were Arjen Robben for his fantastic performances at Bayern Munich, especially. He was great. The World Cups that he had in 2014 was magisterial, and overall winning the treble was really crucial for Bayern. One of the best players of all time. Most of that Bayern team actually makes this 11, like Lewandowski having an unbelievable year. I believe he's the highest goal scoring player of this year overall. He's been absolutely insane, and it's very hard to leave other players like maybe, you know, the likes of Agüero. Leaving Agüero is really hard. Hazard is, he's been inconsistent sometimes, and if he was very consistent, he would have made it into the 11 for sure. But Hazard, still with his inconsistencies, has been one of the best players they could for sure. Ribery. We've been blessed to see very great football players, and let's just hope that the next decade we can see. I doubt that we're gonna see as great players, but that we can see, you know, the best version of Mbappe, Dembélé, Anthony Martial, Gabriel Jesus, Ansu Fati, Rodrigo, Vinicius. Like, we can see the best players give a fantastic recital of world football, because more than a Barcelona fan, I'm a football fan, and I enjoy watching great players do great things with the ball. And we're just done. This was my 11. Let's go back in and track it down. Neuer, Dani Alves, Kompany, Piqué, Marcelo, Busquets, Xavi, Luka Modric, Cristiano Ronaldo, Luis Suarez, and Lionel Messi. This was my 11. Do you agree or disagree? Leave me all your opinions in the comment section below. Comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Blaugranas.